Hi, I'm Chris Galen with the National Milk Producers Federation in Arlington, Virginia, and I'm going to spend the next few minutes with you talking about the benefits of using the new Dairy Margin Coverage Program that was created in the 2018 Farm Bill. We know that many dairy farmers got a bad taste in their mouth from their experience with the old margin protection program that was in the previous Farm Bill. That's why we at National Milk have spent the past few years working with Congress as well as with the U.S. Department of Agriculture to develop a much more effective, useful safety net for farmers. There are several important improvements in the new Dairy Margin Coverage Program. First of all, you can insure more of your production history, up to 5 million pounds, in what's called Tier 1. You can also get a higher level of coverage, up to 950 a hundredweight, in that first tier of production. Also, the cost of premiums for that higher coverage level is lower than in the past. There's a broader range of coverage. You can go all the way down to 5% of your milk production history, which will be beneficial for the very largest farms, and then all the way up to 95% of your production history, which is higher than it was in the past. The new margin feed cost calculator includes the cost of high-quality premium alfalfa hay, which is a type that many dairy farmers use. So the new feed formula better reflects the true cost of feeding dairy cows. And then lastly, one of the improvements of the DMC is that it's more flexible and it allows you to ensure the same milk production in other risk management programs as well, including the Livestock Gross Margin Program and the new Dairy Revenue Protection Program. The most important question farmers have to answer is how much of their milk production history they want to insure and at what margin level. Again, for the first tier of production, which is up to 5 million pounds, the cost of buying insurance all the way up to 950 a hundredweight is much more affordable than in the past. One key consideration is whether you want to lock in your coverage for the next 5 years and pay 25% less in premiums, or whether you want to just pay for this year, even though the premiums will be slightly higher, and then decide what type of coverage to get after 2019. Another key decision is that farmers who use the old MPP program in 2014 through 2017 are eligible for a credit. Now, you can either take that credit as a 50% rebate of the net premiums you paid into the old MPP, or you can get a 75% credit applied to premiums for the new DMC. The most important date to keep in mind is Friday, September 20th. That's the current deadline for signing up for the new Dairy Margin Coverage Program. That's the last day of summer as well, so that's a good way to remember it, is that by the end of the summer, you have to go down to your county FSA office and decide how to use the DMC. To get more information about the program, the U.S. Department of Agriculture maintains a website including what they call a decision tool. And that's simply a program where you enter your milk production history, and then depending on what type of coverage you want and then premiums you want to pay, it will provide you estimated payouts. So dairy farmers really owe it to themselves to go down to their county FSA office by September 20th to explore the possibilities of the new Dairy Margin Coverage Program. We know that it's going to be a much more effective safety net for farms of all sizes, and you really owe it to yourself to look at the benefits of the program and consider what coverage you want this year and possibly in years to come. Thanks.